There's a specific kind of tired that comes from getting through the day, doing what has to be done, without any real expectation that anyone is watching or would think to look for you there. Dear one, I want to take you somewhere small. A pit cut into rock, built for something else entirely, repurposed because the open field wasn't safe anymore. This isn't a story about someone who lacked courage. It's not a story about weak faith or about a man who should have simply trusted more and worried less. Judges 6 doesn't say that. It says a man threshed wheat in a winepress because the harvest was what he had left, and he was doing what needed doing to preserve it. That's not a defense he built out of fear. It's a recognizable thing people do when the pressure is real and ongoing. Part of you has been carrying something similar, getting through the day, managing what's in front of you, doing the necessary, unglamorous work of surviving a season you didn't choose, without any real sense that someone is watching who would notice or care or come looking. Here's what you might be discovering in this season. God's attention was never reserved for the days you're thriving. It was already there on the days you were just managing, long before thriving had anything to do with it. You don't have to be doing well to be seen. You only have to be exactly where you already are. Let your next exhale be a little longer than the one before it. He is crouched low, knees against the stone, still cool from the night before. Wheat is scattered around him, husk catching in the creases of his hands. In a pit built for feet and grape skins, not for grain. The motion is wrong for the space. Elbows too close to rock. Every strike of the flail smaller and more careful than it should be. You've done this too, even if yours never involved wheat or stone. Whatever your necessary work has become, you've folded it into a corner of your day that was never meant and built to hold it, making yourself smaller so the task would fit. He listens, not to the wheat, not to his own breathing, to the wider air outside the pit, for anything that sounds like hooves, like voices that aren't his own household. This has been the rhythm for 7 years now. Threshing badly, in secret, rather than, well, in the open. You've probably done your own version of that listening. Maybe it's not hooves. Maybe it was the specific quiet of doing careful, repetitive work, with one ear tuned toward a door that might open before you were ready. In a job or a season where you learned exactly what that sound meant. What does it feel like to keep going without any real expectation that someone is watching? He does not hear the angel arrive. There is no announcement, no warning shift in the light. A man is simply there, sitting under the oak nearby, watching him work. Gideon does not stop threshing. Nothing about the moment has told him yet that anything has changed. Maybe you know this feeling too. Being noticed before you've noticed it yourself, before you've even stopped long enough to look up. He is still in the pit. The wheat is still scattered at his knees. Someone is watching now, and the fear has not yet left. Both are simply true at the same time, in the same body. Where have you assumed God only pays attention once you're thriving, and missed that He was already watching while you were just getting by? Judges chapter 6, verse 11. Now the angel of the Lord came and sat under the oak in Ophrah that belonged to Joash the Abiezrite, as his son Gideon was threshing wheat in a winepress to keep it from the Midianites. Sit with that for a moment. Notice the space named here. A winepress, not a threshing floor. A threshing floor sits open and elevated, built to catch the wind that separates grain from chaff. This is nothing like that. A shallow pit cut into rock, meant for feet treading grapes, not for wind or grain at all. The text doesn't soften that mismatch or explain it away. It just names the wrong tool for the wrong job. Done anyway, because the harvest still had to happen somehow. In a wine press. And the verse gives its own reason, plainly, without asking Gideon to defend it first. To keep it from the Midianites. 7 years of raids sit behind that clause. The text doesn't require an apology for the workaround. It simply records it and moves straight on to what happens next. I wonder if the invitation here isn't about justifying the smallness of the space you've been working in. Maybe it's simply to notice who was already sitting nearby while you worked. The wheat still needed hiding. The fear hadn't left yet. He was already sitting under the oak. Here's one thing I want you to carry out of this. You don't have to be doing well to be seen. You only have to be exactly where you already are. The place you've been working from is a location, not a verdict on how much faith you have. I want to put a name to who's actually been doing this. Not some generic, abstractly tired person. You. The one who has kept working small and hidden. Because working in the open stopped feeling safe somewhere along the way. Grieve what that hiding has cost you. Every strike of effort spent managing the space instead of just doing the task itself. The exhaustion of doing something hard while also staying alert for footsteps, which is really 2 jobs at once, not one. You carried both, quietly, and it's fair to name how much that has actually taken out of you. Next time on Even Here, we're going to sit with the strangest part of the story, the name the angel used before Gideon had done anything to earn it. Dear one, you are still in the pit. That's all right. He already knows where to find you.